Hey guys, it's your boy, the only boy, Golden Boy, and welcome back to Golden Boy TV. Now this is my second video today, and I want to do another part of the college football playoffs. Now, if you have seen my first video on Sunday I did of this, um, you know, feel free to leave comments what you thought of that. But I was going to talk about what the recent rankings, like the top four, look like, and who they have playing in the, all the championship games this coming weekend. All right. So my first thing I want to talk about is the top four rankings. Now they have Alabama. Alabama is one. Ohio State's two, Clemson's three, and Washington was four, I believe. Um, Now, here's my opinion on that. As you guys know, from what I said on Sunday, I do not like Alabama. I do not like them because I feel like uh, they they're being favored by the committee. Um, and yeah, they had like they had a lot of close calls like this past season. Like they only beat LSU by 10 points, and the only time they scored in that game was I think like in the fourth quarter when they like scored all their 10 points. And they had, I think they had at least one or two comeback from behind wins or close victories. So yeah, I don't think Alabama should be number one, but you know what? Yeah. Um. And then Ohio State's two. Now I don't think Ohio State should be at number two because um they they lost to Penn State a couple weeks ago. And you know how, like, if you're a huge college football fan or you know a little bit about college football, how they do it now is the committee basically judges you off of, do you have a Heisman candidate on your team? Uh, you know, how tough is your team's schedule? So like I'm if you are like a certain team out there and you they had a pretty hard schedule this past season and you feel like they should have gotten credit for it, please leave a comment down in the description below. Please leave a comment down below, voicing your opinion too. um but yeah, like you basically like have to have a Heisman candidate or uh like strength of schedule is also something they go by. Like if you're playing a weak, sucky team, uh, or like if your schedule is just a piece of crap, they're not gonna really look at you as a contender for the playoffs, or they're not gonna take you seriously, um, because of how your schedule is. And another thing about I hate about committee is the point I'm going back to again. They have bias against some teams. Um, like they have bias against some teams and they just like favor teams. Alabama, they favor. Ohio State, they favor. Uh, who else? Clemson, they favor. I mean, like, if like what I said before, if I was gonna be in the committee, I I like Florida State. As you guys know, what I said in my first video. I'm a huge Knowles fan, and I I'm not gonna just, just because I like this certain team, I'm not just gonna, always give them a pass if they didn't play how they were supposed to in the game or they lost the game they were supposed to lose. Like, if I was in the committee and, Florida State, they weren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're losing to these bad teams or they're in these close games against teams that they should be, crushing by 30, 40 points. I mean, I'm not gonna give my team a buy on that. I'm gonna judge every team fairly. And if you agree with me, just leave some down below in the comments. But yeah, and so what they have coming this weekend is they have Clemson and Virginia Tech playing in the ACC championship. So the quarterback matchup, Deshaun Watson against I think what's that? I think Gerard Evans or something is Virginia's Tech quarterback. I'm not sure, but yeah. So my prediction basically on who's gonna win that game is, as much as I don't want to like say it, because I hate Clemson, I gotta go with them because I mean like Virginia Tech basically has no chance of beating them. Sorry, all Virginia Tech fans out there, but I mean you, your Hokies basically have no hope this weekend. This coming Saturday. I got Clemson beating Virginia Tech like in a score 49 to 49 to maybe 17 for that game. I mean, because you think about it, the weapons that Clemson has, Deshaun Watson, who's a pretty good thrower of the ball and can also use his legs to run the ball. The running game they have with Wayne Gallman. I mean, he did he's a pretty good running back. That hurt a lot to say. um and the wide receiving core, the defense is something that I think really uh like has kept Clemson in these close games. And I think about Clemson defense, they would never have had the record they had this year, 11-1, because their defense has kept them in some of the close games they have been to like pull out the win. But yeah, I got Clemson, pretty much crushing Virginia Tech this Saturday. And the Big Ten game, Wisconsin and Penn State. Um, Now Wisconsin, they I think they had 2 loss teams. They lost to Ohio State, which I mean, I give them. I mean, I can't really fault them for that because Ohio State's a pretty good football team, and I forgot the other team they lost to, but anyways, they go against the Penn State Lions, who beat Ohio State. Well, you know what? Actually, I do give I do I do kind of wonder about Wisconsin. How come Penn State was able to beat Ohio State, but like you weren't? So like I do that does one thing that I mean, look, that is one thing that concerns me about Wisconsin. That you guys lost to Ohio State, but Penn State was able to beat Ohio State. That's one thing that does concern me. But anyway, for that game, I gotta go with Wisconsin because they have a pretty much outstanding defense, and just like Clemson, they have kept them in like some of these games um, this past season, and I mean their offense can put up points pretty much, um, but yeah, I got Wisconsin winning that one, 28 to 10 against Penn State. I mean the defense, and then you got um, that receiving core and the running game. I think that's what's gonna hold Wisconsin up. And plus, I don't trust Penn State. I think they'll crumble under the pressure of a big time game and their quarterback and stuff like that. And also for the SEC championship game, it's Florida and Alabama. Now, you guys probably gonna be wondering the answer. What I'm gonna say for this one, I'm going with Alabama. You guys, I know some of you guys out there are gonna be like, "Well, you said you don't like Alabama, Golden Boy, and you say you don't like them because they're being favored by the committee and also and stuff like that." But to tell you the truth, I hate Florida more than I dislike Alabama. Florida is a rival of the Noles, and like I said on my video Sunday, we beat up on the Gators last Saturday. Sorry, Gator fans. No, actually, I'm not sorry. But anyway, um, yeah, I got Alabama pretty much crushing Florida because Alabama, they have Nick Saban, they have that quarterback, that defense. I think they like somewhere in the top 5 in the nation, and cause their defense at least I have scored a lot for them this year. I think at least maybe 2 times per game or something like that. I don't know. That's a stat to look up. But yeah, their defense, their quarterback, the just the way they're coached, and Florida's offense was not able to put up points against us really last week. I think they only got like 13 points. Their offense couldn't get first downs. They're like 0 and 12 on third down, and their offense just had a hard time moving the ball against that Knowles defense. But what else can you expect? We the best in the nation. But yeah. Anyway, um, I got Bama winning against Florida. I'm gonna say maybe 45 to 7. And I mean, just the facts. You gotta go with the facts. Bama's a dominant team, and they just are a way stronger team than Florida. Let's see, am I missing anything? Oh yeah, I think it's the Big 12 or the Pac-12 championship. I'm not sure. I think it's the Pac-12. I'm not sure. Washington and Colorado. I forgot what conference they're both in. I think they're both in the Pac-12. But anyway, for that game now, I haven't really seen either team play a lot this year. Um, I mean, I heard a lot of things about them. Washington is like number 5 and no, I mean number 4 in the country. So they obviously must be pretty good if the committee wants to rank them that high. But I'm just gonna go on a guess here because I don't really have like any facts to back up why I think who should win. And I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna say Washington will get the dub over Colorado 35-24. And yeah. Um so yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. That was my part 2 of the college football playoffs. Um, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. About what the committee, how the committee judges certain teams. Another bad thing about it is like these teams have to go out and crush these other opponents by 56, 60 some odd points. Just to like prove their dominance. And I think some people don't like that. I mean, I personally don't care. I mean, if you got embarrassed, you got embarrassed. I don't really care. But some people do complain about that. And just let me know what you think in the comments below. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Golden Boy, I'll subscribe and like the video. Become a part of the club today. And peace.